Welcome back. We're assuming that you've had a little problem with your shingles. Maybe something like that happened. You got to take care of that because you have an exposed nail, not to mention a limited solid exposure for the shingle underneath. This will turn into a leak if it hasn't already. Maybe you noticed it pulling up in the driveway, so you haven't seen it inside yet. But you will eventually find a wet spot on the ceiling or some sort of moisture in the attic on the underside of the subroof as a result of this sort of thing. So you need to get it taken care of right away. The first thing you need to do is find a matching shingle. If your roofer is a nice guy, the last time it was roofed, you might find some shingles in your crawl space, or maybe you've got some in the garage sitting around. Otherwise, you could use a piece I just tore off that the storm tore off at your house. Maybe you found it in the driveway or something. Run it up to your local roofing supply house or hardware store and try and find a match that way. Keep in mind, if your roof is very old, more than 4, 5, or 6 years, anything more than that, it might be virtually impossible to find a perfect match. But your goal ultimately is still to protect the inside of the home. So you still need to do your best to get that shingle replaced. We're going to start by using a flat bar to make sure it's loose. You're going to find a nail right at that location, right above the gap. That's commonly where they're at. Okay, now at this point, I'm going to move my safety glasses from the top of my head to the place where they will actually help me. Always forget they're up there. Okay, now once you've got this nail dislodged, sometimes the shingle will pull off from around it, and that's okay, don't worry about that too much. We're going to get that fixed up later. By pressing around the top, you can usually get to the nail and get it pulled loose. Now once that nail's out, you've got this side of the shingle. You need to come over to this side. You're being gentle with these other shingles, especially if they're cold, they're a little more brittle, but if they're warm, they're soft and gooey. So in both circumstances, I usually in the summer, I get up in early morning, and in other times of the year, it doesn't really matter as long as it's not raining. Now, this one is doing the same thing where it's just wanting to pull through the shingle, but that's okay because we're going to cut that shingle out anyways. So we'll get that nail out with the pry bar like so. For the record, I'm not tossing those in my yard where the lawnmower will get them. We're just getting them out of the way temporarily. Now you can see here you're at the end of the shingle over here, and it might be getting caught underneath this nail here, but we'll have to wait and see first. Now what I normally do is I slide my pry bar under there so I've got some height away from the roof, and then using a knife I'm going to work my way straight up from that seam and cut the shingle loose. Now you are trying to be careful not to cut the roofing underneath it, because obviously that defeats the purpose. I'm just continuing to lift and slowly tear that shingle until it's just isolated from the rest of it. Now it is catching on that nail, so we're going to do what we have to do to get that loose from around that nail, and we're going to go back and pull that nail out in just a few moments. And there's our piece. We're missing a small section here. We're going to try and find that and get that removed as well. It might seem tedious, but it's not hard work. Just be patient. Now I'm using the flat bar to kind of cut off the rest of that top piece. Whoop. All the while trying to not drop my tools off the roof. And once you've got this pried up so you can work on it, we're good. We need to get this nail out so we can get the new piece in underneath it and get a new nail set in. Now, the replacement shingle just needs to be cut straight up. I usually make a little bit of an angle on them just to make it easier to fit up in there. Now you've got that piece loose. I'm going to slide it into place. Get it where it needs to go like that. And then using a couple of galvanized nails, We're going to put the nails right where they need to go. One on each end. You're going to get, because this is a new seam you created when you cut out that piece, so you need to put a nail on both sides. And we need one more nail for the far side and then one for the shingle above it. Now we're going to go up here, and because we had that hole there, I'm going to go to both sides of it to make sure it's nice and secure. Now that shingle's been replaced properly. The last step is to help re-secure these shingles together. If your roof has been in place for very long at all, even a few months, then you're in a good position to get this taken care of, and it'll survive just fine. But these shingles started being stuck together with these tar strips, and you probably had to use your flat bar to pry them up and separate them a little bit. To compensate for the fact that they're separated, we're going to use a rubberized roof sealant and a caulking gun, and we're going to put a bead right across there to get this shingle glued down to the ones below it. And I'm also putting a good bead in that hole from the previous nail. Okay? Then we're just pressing it down. This one came up as well. This will allow it to have its proper wind resistance quite a bit quicker. You're good to go.